morning, we continue our month-long look at extreme adventures across the county.
We've been in the air, and now we're taking you undersea. CBS News 8's Ashley Jacobs is live in La Jolla. Good morning, Ashley.
Hey, good morning, Dan and Nichelle. We're talking about extreme diving. Now, fully loaded, this on my back weighs about 45 pounds, and that's just a fraction of what it takes to be a rebreather diver. Now, John, you usually carry about 240 pounds around. Explain to people, what is rebreathing?
Rebreathing is where you're recycling your exhale, adding a little bit of oxygen to it, and the rebreather removes the carbon dioxide, so it's a more efficient way to breathe underwater, and you have no bubbles coming out, so sea life comes closer to you.
All right, so you're pretty much using that same air over, and you're going deeper and deeper. So we have some video of some cool excursions that you've been on. I mean, this is not something everybody can just go out and do. It takes a lot of training.
It does. It takes a lot of training, and it takes a lot of development of teams, because when you do this type of diving, you dive in teams of 2 or 3 for safety reasons. It takes much more work.
So you have to learn to walk before you can run. So for beginning divers out there, let's talk about some cool local spots they can hit, because you travel the world, but there's some great places in our own backyard.
There really are. We're blessed to be here with La Jolla Cove. There's some fantastic sea life just off of the shore dive. For those more adventurous, we have the La Jolla Canyon, we have the Marine Preserve out there, all types of sea life. So literally the best diving, in my opinion, in California is literally a shore dive off of La Jolla shores.
So if there's people at home this morning watching and they think, hey honey, that's something we should learn to do, who really is a good candidate to become a scuba diver?
Well, really anybody that can swim. Anybody that can swim can become a scuba diver. Even if you can't swim, I'm sure you can be told anybody's a candidate.
Now let's talk about the extreme angle again. Where in the world did you get the guts to try this? I mean, because you're what, a financial analyst by day, extreme diver by night?
Pretty close, yes. You know, it's just something that I've always wanted to do. I started off slow. I was a regular recreational scuba diver, became an instructor for open water scuba, and then just progressed naturally. But it's a slow progression, and if you do it slowly and you train properly and you take it seriously and dive in teams, it is more safe than it might sound.
And we are so blessed to have this beautiful scenery around us, but what's it like that first time somebody goes underwater and you see that natural wildlife swimming right up to you?
I can remember my first time. It was in the water park on Catalina Island. Casino Dive Park, and the fish come up to you and the colors are so vibrant, and the ocean life, it's a life-changing experience.
And you've been a safety diver for some world record dives. Kind of how far have you gone?
Well, and I don't want to encourage chasing depth, but I've been over, deeper than 400 feet many times and right up to 500 feet once. And again, it's something I don't encourage people to do. It took years to progress up to be able to do that safely in teams.
Great. Thank you for spending time with us this morning. Dan and Nichelle, normally this is that part of the segment where I suit up and run off and try something crazy, but this is very expensive equipment. I am not even going to touch it without taking a class first, but I'll send it back to you because